Hey, everybody, this is Rory McDonald from MacDon and Associates coming to you with the next episode of Tuesdays with Rory. Super pumped for you guys to be joining in on today's episode. You can see scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now is sizeupdetroit.com. The owner of that is Alex Vanderlinden, somebody who I went to high school with, and very pumped to have him in the studio today. Before I get into it and tell you too much about him, I'm going to let him take the reins and kind of tell you guys a little about who he is and what he's all about. So, Alex.
Yes.
Who are you, man?
Yeah. Thanks for having me on. I'm Alex. I take care of Size Up in Lake Orion, Michigan, and then also in Berkley, Michigan, which is going to be pretty much Royal Oak. And we're a supplement shop. We started Size Up supplements. It was all about getting big back in 2012, 2015. Big muscles were cool. And now it's gone a little bit more aesthetic. We got stuff, for everyone. You could think of us as, a GNC, a vitamin shop. Don't let the name scare you, but we got the underground, like hardcore stuff too for the gym bros and that as well. Yeah.
Right on. So I just out of curiosity, not a lot of people own vitamin shops, right? Like, or supplement shops. How did you get into this?
Yeah. I worked at GNC when I was 18. It was a cool job. I learned that it was a sales job, man. You'd come in for a drink. Your boss would call you like, hey, why don't I buy a vitamin? Why didn't you buy a fish oil? It was rough, but I did learn a lot of good tactics, like customer service and sales. But I was just like, man, your average customer is like 60. It's just not what I thought it was. Ended up working with the founder of one of the stores, Chase, and it was great. And then had opportunity to kind of branch out with the name and go on my own. And it was just cool. It was an underground brand. It was all about like the average customer was probably 20 instead of 60 at this time. So it was like our generation. I was 20, I was 21. And it was just cool. I was passionate about health. I was competing. It was just like, it was my life. So I loved my job, and to be able to just continue on doing something you love, like, is a dream, man. So it's been great.
It's a lot different too, owning and running and having a say in how things go versus like,
for sure, man,
being the employee,
Yeah. And that's always challenging for me. Cause like, I'll look at something, say it's dirty and be like, dude, no one will click. But it's like, man, when I was an employee, I don't think I did either.
Yeah.
So like, like I do the dirty stuff, dude. I clean the toilets. I don't ask my staff to clean the toilets, but it's like, sometimes I'm like, it'd be nice to see this clean, dude. This ain't my stuff splattered all over.
It's the same thing. Same thing. Right. You're right. Same thing you're saying to your kids at home.
Yeah.
Like,
but I got to remember, like, man, it's different when you're just punching, our staff loves our job too, but come on, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
For sure.
I'll clean up, dude.
That's funny. That's funny. So this is the first year I feel like that I've like since high school. I mean, you can remember back in high school, I really loved to lift. I loved to be in the gym. I loved doing that. And then like football ended. And so there's like, there's no reason to do this anymore. I quit, And so this year for me in particular has been a year of really me going back and going like, hey, I want my body, I want my mind, I want everything to be operating at full capacity.
Yeah.
And the only way that I know how to do that is, one, to move my body, and two, to be able to put the right things in my body for me to be doing well. I can't be eating McDonald's every day and be eating crap foods and, the fruit snacks that my kids bring home from school or whatever. Like, I need to be operating in thinking through putting the right things in my body.
For sure, man.
On a regular basis. Which brings me like question for you. You guys, I mean, you said this when you were talking just a second ago, like you guys aren't just after the bodybuilder. Like this is not that's not the main focus that we're after. Yeah. Who is like, who's your customer that you're really focused in on?
Like for me, so I'm a dad. I've been a dad almost my whole life as a young dad. And, we're after everyone now. I'm not a bodybuilder anymore. I don't want to be a bodybuilder. Some of our staff is like, so I have the knowledge of that like hardcore industry, the ups, the downs. We got staff that are still in it, love it. But I'm a 31-year-old dad who wants to relate to that other dad and mom that are coming in. Like our most average customers coming in is guys and girls like me and you. Like, I just had a kid. I just had my second kid. Yeah. Dude, I feel like crap now.
Sure.
And that's like, hey man, I'm with you. It's hard. How old's your kid? You make that personal connection right away. You talk. And so like, I would say our average customer is in the trenches like us, having kids, getting married, just involved in that, want to work out a couple times a week or get completely right back into it. But yeah, I'm about a healthy lifestyle and trying to make that contagious, but also like attainable.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you can eat this. You can treat yourself, man. Like, you don't want to have a food disorder, but you got to really cut some stuff, dude. If you're drinking pop every day, like that's you just can't drink sugar. That's what I have ice cream every day. I eat whatever I want, for the most part, but I also love healthy foods because I feel great, dude. When you eat healthy foods, like, man, you feel great. Your workouts don't hurt. Like, you just feel great. So you can get a couple good days behind you, you're good. But it's hard to get those days in first.
Yeah, it's a discipline instead of a motivation kind of deal.
Oh, for sure.
You know, you said that you competed. Did you do? What did you do?
Yeah, it was it's called the NPC. So I forget what it even stands for, like national something. But I did like physique competitions. So there's bodybuilders, like you're juiced up.
Yeah.
And then there was physique, which is like kind of like a beach body show. You could say like attainable.
Mm-hmm.
Did that for maybe 3 years. I was probably like 20 to 23.
Yeah.
And then I cut it out because I'm a dad, dude.
Yeah.
And for me, it was like, I can't just have a mental clock of calories in your head all day. My kid wants to get an ice cream. I can't. I'm sitting there with him while he's eating sprinkle. And I'm just like, dude, this is consuming my life. And if I'm not going to, like, you know, this ain't going to be my life and I'm going to be on some magazines, this is too much, dude. Because my life is right in front of me, my kids.
Yeah.
And I just felt it was taking too much away from me, dude.
Sure. So, no, I can respect that for sure, man. You want to be in your kid's life and like actually be in your kid's life, you know?
And you get a food disorder, to be honest, dude.
Yeah.
You get it. It's a disorder. If you're competing, you have a food disorder. Really? I did. Oh, for sure, dude. For sure. It's not even funny, dude. I'd be like a half a banana and be like in my head, like, I can't believe I ate that, man. So no, it's a problem.
That's wild.
So now we're good. I can speak to those people and connect with them and also find like, hey man, I don't have that mental clock.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
No, I gotcha. Dude. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So one of the next thing I really wanted to get into. So you're a dad, you're you know, you work in sales when it comes to the supplements, you're in customer service, taking care of these clients. You've been in bodybuilding, like all of these different things, right? The big thing that I really wanted to get into revolves around the fact of your other main role, which is it involves sales and it involves customer service. And that is you are a business owner, right? Like there's a sense of like anybody that you hire, it really doesn't, in the back of their mind, for example, when you had a job, right? When I had a job and I wasn't an owner of something, if things don't work out, that's okay. I can find another job. Versus when you are the owner, things are different. And so my question coming out of that is like, how have things shifted or changed for you in the last couple of years since opening this up in 2012? Things are so different.
Yeah, man.
From when they were 2012, right?
Me personally, 2017.
2017.
Yes.
Okay. Even since 2017.
Yeah, long time things changed.
Dude, wild things have changed. How much things have become so electronic and online and stuff like that. But like, what have you noticed within those changes? Positives, negatives, difficulties, really good things that have come out of it that you know, how's it been?
The biggest thing is obviously people shopping online. So we've had to expand local e-com, local delivery, which I love. I love that. I have a lot of pride when someone orders and I know, hey, that's Rory, and I get to drop it off at his house or have something. Like people are like, man, this is you. Like, you know, it's like, yeah, this is a small business, dude.
Yeah.
Like we don't hire out. Yeah. This is us, man. So I have a lot of pride in having that, you know, delivery, but at the same time, you want to get a chance, and people shop on Amazon. So they got to know about you first. So I got to get you to come in my doors. You'll probably like me. You know, you see, you know, our name, our address, the website, and hopefully you order from it. We'll have the best prices. We'll guarantee the best prices. If you find something cheaper, I love to beat it, like for sure. But yeah, things change mostly. Just, I think people are all about convenience, which is online. I get it. And expectations are tight, man. You know, people buy something they expected that day, which we have 100%, but that was kind of never thought possible, man. Like I remember a couple of years ago, like just being like, you ordered that today and got it. And now it's like, that's what people expect. So like, we got to deliver today, dude.
Yeah. That's a big thing for sure. And
people are hard to find. It's hard to find good people post COVID.
Yeah,
for sure. It's hard to find people, man. And you gotta expect things to be different. No one's going to look at your business like you. You kind of I think it's hard to balance being a boss and telling people, you know, you got to show people how to do it. I want to lead by an example, not by telling you. I don't want to be a good teller. I want to be a good shower and know why we do this and why this is important. And I think your employees got to like you, man. If you like you, we all have a boss we hated and that we liked. If I know, hey, I like him, I'm working harder for him. He's not asking me to do anything he's not doing. Yeah. I think is huge, man. But there's a fine line too.
For sure.
Yeah.
100%, which actually brings me into the next thing is revolving around the customer service side of what it is that you guys are doing, right? Like it's you have a vision of what it is that you want your business to be, what you want size up Berkley, size up Lake Orion, what you want it to be and how you want it to look, who's the ideal customer, like you're talking about, that comes into the shop. But also it goes another step further of going, okay, I need this vision to be carried out by the people who are actually there in the trenches with me. They might be not be cleaning the toilets, but they're there and they're helping to make sure that people are being advised properly so that they're making the right purchases as well. How does that look? Not necessarily the training side of it, but like the communication of going, this is our customer service philosophy. This is how we take care of people. How have you seen that continue to be carried out with you guys?
That's a good question. I would say I changed it maybe a couple of years ago. I looked at it to where it would always be kind of about sales, which it is always about sales. You want to see growth, but we changed it from like, I feel like I teach my staff now when I hire them, like, this is not a sales job. This is customer service. You're in customer service. So at the end of the day, we want to serve our customer. We want our customer to leave and go, that was the nicest guy. I teach my staff, like, you want that customer to leave. And I want you to ask, is that guy coming back because of me? If the answer is, I don't know. Okay. We got to work harder at it. We got to work hard. You got to, self-analyze. If they're not coming back, if you don't think you gave them a reason to come back, they aren't going to come back, dude. They're going to buy that on Amazon. So you gotta be the best, man. And if it doesn't come natural, we don't want you, man. We want people that care and that, want to see growth in the customer. And that's really it, man. You want to serve that customer. What can I do to make this better? Whether it's a great reward program, just being knowledgeable. And anytime a customer leaves the store empty-handed, I always try to talk to my staff about it. Like, tell me about it. And I'm not here to grill you. What was he looking for? Okay, man, maybe we should have went this way. We should have went that way. Just so we can not let that happen again.
Sure. That makes sense. Out of curiosity, how you guys are brick and mortar, similar to me, I'm brick and mortar. What are some of the ways outside of somebody driving past on their car, right? Like on the way home from work and seeing your sign outside of, the gas, or not the gas station, but seeing your sign outside of your store. What are some of the other ways that you as a local business owner are utilizing as a means of being able to find more clientele, get your name out there of size up Berkley or Lake Orion, get it out there? Social
media for sure. That's where you're going to get probably the most eyeballs or the best chance. I mean, the best thing is setting up booths in a good local gym. Like, honestly, a commercial gym, try the best. You get the most people. But any gym, just getting that, because then they get to see you, they get to feel, see your product, feel it, taste it, stuff like that. That's going to get them to come back. And I think it's different on social media. You got to be present. That's where you got to put, most of your sand from your bucket. But it's a little harder to get someone to stop scrolling, man. I mean, people are zombies on there, when you're looking, you're probably just bored. So it's pretty hard to make that connection on social media, but yes, social media, having a website, and then, email campaigns, staying in touch, just little thank you cards and online orders. If there's anything you need, here's my, phone number to the store, my personal email address. If you have anything you need, let me know. We appreciate you greatly. Thanks for, your support, letting people know that you're supporting a small business. Small businesses to me are like, something I don't want to see go away, man. I like going in shops. I like seeing people, and to me, they're the backbone, dude. Yeah, for sure. Fabric of America in a lot of ways, man. Like, it's just a matter of fact. I mean, we were talking about this before we actually jumped on the podcast, but like, one of the things that we're seeing in the real estate industry is the difference in exactly what you're talking about, customer service. So like Amazon versus you guys, right? Like, I can, all day long, I can jump on Amazon and go click, I want that. Or I can do my own research based off of what it is that I'm trying to do and self-diagnosing myself and jumping on WebMD or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, the best option for you in that instance is to go see a doctor, right? Like, it is. It's not jumping on WebMD. Sure. It's the exact same thing when it comes to houses. Like, the best thing for you is to have somebody who's seen it before to be able to advise you in the best way. And the best thing for you when it comes to self-diagnosing and deciding what kind of supplements you need to take is not going, you know what? Whey protein. Let's do it. It's going, okay, well, time out. What are you actually trying to accomplish here? Because it might not even be in a supplement. It might be something that you need to change your diet altogether. Like, who knows what it might be, right? I agree. If you go online, that's why you never want a customer to leave your store, because they're going to go online and click on some dude saying something, promising something. They're going to buy it. So like, you're right, man. You could, not, and we don't have all the answers, but we'll give you the best we can. If we don't know it, we'll send you somewhere or research it with you. But I would agree with that, man.
Yeah. But you're also coming from the perspective of going like, you know, I'm in the trenches with you of going like, hey, I'm a dad. So like,
Yeah.
I watched one of your videos recently and you were talking about testosterone.
Yeah.
So like, that's a big thing right now.
Huge, dude.
It's going
Huge.
around, right?
And yeah.
Yeah. So like, you're coming from a perspective of going, yeah, I've been in, you know, the physique competitions. I'm in the gym every day. I'm married. I have a kid. This is what my life looks like. And here's why I'm taking this. Is that what you're trying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's a good perspective and something good to portray. Yeah, I think testosterone's a huge market that's growing. A lot of good stuff, a lot of bad stuff. I'm all about, I carry stuff that I'm a believer in. Like, you're not going to find any fat on our shelves, meaning like, dude, we don't carry other crap unless we think it's great, you know? And when it comes to testosterone, yeah, if you want to be on stabbing yourself in the leg for the rest of your life, I don't. So I'm going to find the best things so I don't have to do that, but I can still enjoy benefits of increasing my testosterone naturally. I don't want to be on. My goal is to be on no medications. And testosterone, to me, it's a medication. It comes from a doctor and you're stabbing yourself in the leg. Some people do it. Cool. Great. Maybe one day, eventually I get to the point where I got to, but at this point, like, I've noticed good benefits in some of these new testosterone products that work. But at the end of the day, if you're overweight and you're not working out and you think you're going to buy this bottle or even inject yourself and your life's going to change, you're not.
Yeah. I
have a lot of guys come in that just jump straight to the needle. Their doctor had low T and they're still, you know, everything's the same. To change everything, you got to change everything, dude. And it's what you eat and what you do.
Yeah. 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 Which is exactly the reason why I had this guy on the podcast. So like, you guys can tell he's a world of knowledge when it comes to the supplement side of this world. And just knowing what it is that people need and what it is they need to focus in on, which we're going to have a conversation about that too. But I wanted you guys out there. If you're watching today's podcast, you see it scrolling across the bottom of the screen there, sizeupdetroit.com. Go check out the website. Go look at it. Go purchase something from this guy. It's a local business. You guys will be purchasing a local business, or you can actually go into one of their 2 stores, which you don't have to give the addresses, but Berkley and Lake Orion.
Berkley and Lake Orion. Yeah. You can email me, alex@sizeupberkley.com. Email me any questions you have. Anything you need, we'll take care of you.
I love it. I love it. For all of you guys out there who are listening to today's podcast, super thankful for you guys. Go check these guys out, sizeupdetroit.com, and reach out to Alex. Get any questions answered that you guys are looking to accomplish when it comes to your fitness or what it is you're trying to do this year. Reach out to this guy and have a conversation. Besides that, very thankful for all of you guys who are checking out today's podcast today. Alex, thank you for coming in this year and hanging out and being a part of the podcast today. Very thankful for you, man.
Thank you. This was great.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Thanks.
You guys have